What's up, ANWA Kids? I am super duper excited because we are here for something brand spanking new, okay? We are here for ANWA Kids Storytime, and I'm very excited for everything that this is going to be for us. We wanted to create a space where we could just come together and do something fun, which is listen to other people read us stories, and we can engage with each other, and we could talk with each other, and we could still be together, even though we can't go to church right now because of the whole quarantine and pandemic from coronavirus. We still wanted to create spaces for us to come together as a church family, just so that we can have fun. So I want you guys to make sure you like this post. I want y'all to share this post, invite your friends to it. Be sure to comment. Please, please, please comment. We want y'all to be engaged with what we are doing. We want y'all to participate in what we are doing because we want to connect with you guys. Even though we have to be separated, we want to remain connected, okay? So story time is going to be not very long, but we're gonna come here on our Facebook page on Wednesdays, and we're going to just listen to different special guests read us stories. So we're gonna have some familiar faces, some brand new faces, and we're gonna have some faces that I'm pretty sure y'all are gonna be super excited to see. But the goal of the whole thing is that we're just gonna be reading together, we're gonna be learning together, and we're gonna be exploring together even though we are separated, okay? So that's the whole goal of our ANWA Kids story time. And this first one is going to be super special. For this very first ANWA Kids story time, we do have a special guest. We have Prophetess Shakitha Mayberry. Prophetess Shakitha is amazing. She works with kids. She has kids. So she knows a lot about what she's doing. She also has a really cool storybook that's called The Adventures of Abigail. And it follows the life and different adventures of a cool little girl, just kind of as she goes on her life journey and she grows up, right? So we're going to be hearing from that author, which is Prophetess Shakitha Mayberry, and she's going to be reading us this week the story of Noah. Now, I don't know if you guys have read about Noah. I don't know if you guys have heard about Noah. We're actually going to be talking some more about Noah. I believe it's in the month of June when we're talking about our characters of grace. But we're going to learn some more about him in children's church. But today we're going to read his story, which is found in the very first book of the Bible, the book of Genesis. So Genesis literally means the beginning. And so at the beginning of the Bible, we are told about this guy named Noah, and he was really special to God, and God actually spared him and his family, and it's a whole thing. I don't want to give the story away because I want y'all to hear it from Prophetess Shakitha, okay? But we find it in the book of Genesis, chapter 9. So I want you guys to pay attention to what she's saying, pay attention to what is going on, because we're going to come back at the end, and we're going to ask some questions just to see how y'all liked it and to see who was paying attention, okay? So check it out. This is our very first ANWA Kids story time.
Hey, Mr. Moose, we have ANWA Kids joining us today for our reading time.
Yay! Hey, ANWA Kids.
I think that we should spend time reading them the story of Noah's Ark.
Oh yeah, I know him. He's a good person.
He is a good person. So let's just go right ahead and start. So there once lived a man named Noah. He was one of the most faithful guys in the Bible. And one bright day, while Noah was watering his grass, he heard the voice calling him. Noah, Noah, is that you, God? Noah said. Yes, God replied. I must tell you that I plan to destroy the earth and every living creature. I am sad that I ever made all these things. The people here are so mean and wicked. Except for you, Noah, God said, your family. So I will make it rain until the whole earth floods, and I will save you and your family because I want you to build a big boat. God told Noah how big to build his boat. He wanted it to be 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high.
Dang, that's a big boat.
A way big boat. Noah's neighbors watched and amused as he worked in his front yard. Like all the other people, these neighbors weren't so nice at all. That's why God planned to give the whole world a good bath. Even though Noah neighbors made fun of him, Noah's faith in God gave him the strength to obey. Noah's gone nutso, said one neighbor. Yep, he's gone bonkers, said another. So God sent 2 of every animal. Were you a part of the 2, Mr. Moose? Were you a part of the 2 animals, Mr. Moose?
Yeah.
So when he sent every animal, he sent 1 female and 1 male to Noah's boat. Step right up, Noah said to the zebras. Don't be shy, he called to the tigers. Noah welcomed dogs, cats, alligators, koala bears, and other animals. Then Noah gathered his family. Everyone, it's time to go on our family cruise. With all these animals, Noah's son Ham whined, I'm allergic to zebras. Achoo! And to monkeys, added his wife. Just then, raindrops started to fall. Forgetting all of their allergies, Noah's family leaped into the boat, and the rain pounded down as Noah's neighbors also started to pound on the door. And the boat be begging Noah, can you please let us in? Noah, we want to go with you. Noah, open the door. Noah, don't leave us. Shout the neighbors, but Noah couldn't let them in because God sealed the door.
That's why the fat people know first.
Yeah. Just as God had declared, it poured for 40 long days and even longer nights. They seemed especially long for Noah and his family because they felt like chickens being stuck in a chicken's coop. Hey, Papa, I thought you said the vacation would be like a cruise, complained Noah's son. Yeah, chimed in Noah's other son. What happened to the 5-course meal? I'm sharing a stateroom with a giraffe? Boys, Noah yelled, stop your whining. Our faithful God is taking good care of us. Ever heard of being thankful? Finally, the rain stopped, but water still covered the earth for a long time. Then one day, Noah sent a dove to go out and search for land. That evening, the dove flew back carrying a fresh olive leaf in his mouth. Noah knew the bird had found a dry patch of land. 2 months later, God told Noah, everyone can get off the boat. Noah's family ran around on the bright green grass playing tag as he watched the animals chase each other.
Oh, yes, it's boat. Go burn. Get on that people way.
Yeah. Noah, God said. And Noah responds, yes, God. He answered, as the moose, which I'm pretty sure that was you, right, Mr. Moose?
Yep.
As the moose licked his nose. As God said, I promised that I would never again send a flood to destroy the earth. Noah smiled and sealed his promise, and God sealed his promise with a rainbow. Sometimes we can feel like we are doing things that God have asked us to do as children. And because our friends don't think that it's the popular thing to do, we can question God. God, you want me to do this? But Noah's understanding was out of obedience and his faith in God. Because we see at the end, Noah's neighbors were asking to join the boat. But because of Noah's obedience, he was able to save his family as well. So we want to make sure that we are remaining obedient and that we are keeping our faith in God. So I want to challenge you today. How can you become more obedient and how can you keep your faith in God? Talk to you later, ANWA Kids.
Yeah, stay safe.
Stay safe.
That was absolutely incredible. It was so much fun to sit and listen to the story of Noah with Prophetess Shakitha and her special guest, Mr. Moose. Did y'all like seeing Mr. Moose? I hope you did. I thought it was a really cool add-on to the story, to reading the story, because it helped us see the type of animals that were on the boat with Noah. And it helped us also to see how God showed Noah grace and how God loved Noah and helped to rescue his family from that flood. I personally like seeing the rainbow, and I like seeing all those cool elements of the story. So I really hope that y'all enjoyed it as well. So we're gonna move into the next portion, which is our review questions. So I'm gonna ask y'all some questions, and I want you guys to pay attention to the screens as the questions pop up. If you feel like you know the answer to the question, I want y'all to light the comments up. So watch for the questions and participate in the comments.
What was God going to cause to happen? The answer is a flood. What did God ask Noah to build? The answer is a big boat. How many of each animal did God send Noah? The answer is 2 of every animal. How long did it rain for? The answer is 40 days and 40 nights. What kind of bird did Noah send to find land? The answer is a dove. Will God ever flood the entire earth again? The answer is no, because God promised that he would never flood the entire earth again. Final question. What did God use to seal his covenant with Noah? The answer is a rainbow. God used a rainbow as a sign of the promise he made to Noah.
All right, y'all, that's it. That's what we got. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to our very first ANWA Kids story time. I want y'all to be on the lookout for the announcement for the next one, where we'll have another special guest reading a totally different story. So I want to see you guys back then. All right. Until then, I will see y'all later. Bye-bye.